Now, just a quick recap here. We've already purchased our domain name and we've purchased the hosting account. And in this example, we're going to be going with HostGator. Most every single time, no matter what hosting service you're going with, this is going to be the basic scenario involved. Upon signing up, they're going to ask you for the domain name, or if you're going to be purchasing one through them at the time of registering for your service, for your hosting account. And then they will send you a email that is the important email, the one you're going to put away in your folder for that particular domain name. And on that email is going to be very important information, how you can change the DNS or the domain name servers from where your domain name resides currently. And if it's a brand new domain name, then it's probably still residing at the domain registrar site, and how you can change it over to your new hosting account. Now they've pretty much got everything rolling. All you got to do is just do that final switch over, and it's completely painless, very easy. Just depending upon where you got your domain name registered at as to how long it's actually going to take place. Again, it can be anywhere from a few minutes to a few days, so just to let you know. And there may be other extenuating circumstances, but just basically just figure on it being a few days, and if it's sooner than that, then you're going to be that much happier. An example of that kind of a email, just to give you an idea, this is the information that they're going to be wanting, or what you should be looking for within that email, that you're going to need to transfer the DNS from where it is to where it should be. That would be the final step in getting the two tied together, your new domain name with your new hosting account. This is a reseller account, so it might be a little bit different than a typical shared hosting account, but again, the gist of it is basically the same. They're going to give you an email, an important one. In that email is going to be instructions on how to get all this stuff done. The main thing you're going to be looking for is something that starts with an NS and then some numbers and then a dot and then some kind of a website or a web URL. It could be a .com, .net, something like that. But this is what we're going to be needing. I'm just going to copy this one here because the other ones are, as you can see, the other one is just in sequence to the next higher number. So this is NS1119. This one is NS1120. I think I can figure this out. So I'm going to just put that on my clipboard. Now we're going to go ahead and log into our domain registrar site where we've got the domain set for the time being. And in this case, it's Namecheap. Okay, I've logged into my Namecheap account and I've navigated to the manage domains, and I've selected the domain in question. I'm just going to use this one here that's about ready to expire. I'm not going to renew this one. And then I'm just going to select that one. And that brings this into view. And we've got all the goodies right here. And transfer DNS to web host. Now, this one is not, it's an active domain. However, it has not been transferred to any web host. So it's going to say this. Now, once this has been transferred to our new web host, then this particular choice will not exist in here. It will be other choices. So if you have it somewhere else, if you have your domain already somewhere else, then it's not going to say this. It'll say transfer back to Namecheap or change DNS, something to that effect, or edit DNS or show current DNS. But in this case, we're going to be transferring the DNS to the web host. So I just click on that. And you're more than welcome to read all this stuff. Information is power, so go ahead. And of course, you got your related videos over here that might give you some more insight as to what's going on. I'm just going to go with the number 1 right here. This is the first one, and then the second one's going to go right here. You don't want to get these guys screwed up. Just go with the first one, then the second one. And the second one again is the next highest number, which is 20. Now, a lot of times your name servers will be ns1.url, ns2.url, and so on. So again, the main thing you're looking for in the email that you get from them is NS. And more than likely, they'll give you detailed instructions on how to do this, just in case this particular video doesn't cover all the steps that you think it should. So it's really quite simple. You get an email. In that email, you're going to have 2 items at least that start with NS. And you take that information, you add it to the name servers to where you're going to be changing from your domain name currently to where your hosting is, and boom. In this case, click on Save Changes, and drum roll please. We're pretty much done. That's it. So the transfer is in progress. Now what we need to do is let's head on over to our hosting account. Now in most cases, you're going to want to wait and maybe do this the next day because my hosting account that we're going to be going with has already been seasoned, if you will. So I'm going to go ahead and log into the hosting account. Now if you go to log in or attempt to log on to your website, right after you've changed over the DNS as instructed in that email you got from your hosting company, then chances are pretty good you're going to get something that looks just like this. Now, of course, your domain will be here instead of this one. Now, then what you want to do is give it a little bit of time, and again, that time could be minutes or it could be days. In either case, what your next step is going to be, and we'll cover this in greater detail in upcoming videos, is you want to go to your cPanel control panel. So we'll let this set for a little bit and stew and simmer, and then we'll be back here in just a minute. And of course, with the magic of video, it'll only be seconds. Well, things seem to have simmered enough. Let's go ahead and give this a whirl. We're going to just log in here and go to our cPanel. Not to go into great detail, but just to make sure that it's all working properly. And to do this, we just type in the URL, and then at the end, put a slash or a forward slash, and then CPANEL, then hit enter. And then we're going to get this. So let's go ahead and input the username and password given to us in that email. And being in Firefox, it's asking, do I want to save these? No, not now. But that's it. This gives us a quick idea that everything's working properly. And in upcoming videos, we're going to go ahead and use our cPanel and log into an FTP client and create our blog and do all kinds of fun stuff. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you on the next one.